As I thought about tonight's message, I wondered, as I do every Christmas, what can I share about the story we hear tonight? One we hear year after year in a way that feels new and exciting. After bouncing some ideas off the wall, I realized there's nothing I can say that's new, that makes this story any more meaningful or exciting than it already is. I wish I would have figured this out years ago. It would have saved me a lot of stressful days trying to find the right words to bring meaning and importance to a story of a birth that took place 2,000 years ago. A birth that was largely unnoticed, except by those who were there. There's a movie that was recently released that looks at the birth that we celebrate this evening through the perspective of those who were there. Not Joseph and Mary, we've seen that. Not the midwife that was probably there assisting, but the animals. In this movie, we learn that through the seemingly inconsequential, the truly consequential is made known. Think about it. In the middle of the chaos that surrounds us this time of year, as we struggle to find that perfect gift for those we love, our focus is on the season. So much so that it keeps us from seeing what the real focus of the season is. Unto us a child is born. Unto us we have been given a Savior. In the midst of the inconsequential, in a birth of a baby that happens thousands of times every day, the truly consequential is made known. That this child is not only to be a Savior, as proclaimed by the heavenly chorus, but God incarnate. God with us in human form and being. I suspect it would have been hard then for someone to see this in such a little baby. I mean, babies are cute and all, but they're not really seen as beings of great power and authority, although they do seem to get their own way most of the time. Still, the angels didn't say that this baby would become the Messiah, but that he is the Messiah. As an infant, he is already a Savior to God's people in the world. Some 2,000 years later, I wonder, would we be able to see this happening in our midst today? Or in our modern day skepticism, would we walk in, see a baby laying there, and then walk away, rolling our eyes, shaking our heads, saying, yeah, we're right. I'd like to think we could, but I'm not sure. Mostly because I don't think many of us today are looking for a Savior. Why? My guess is that it is because many today don't think they need one. We're not an oppressed people. We don't live in or under a tyranny. We feel that things are really pretty good. Do we have our ups and downs? Sure we do. But most of the time, it is the choices we make in life that create the greatest turbulence. Not the choices of others. Not choices made on our behalf or against our wishes. Good news news is we don't have to wonder if we would see this. And we don't have to look for a Savior. Because as a story we hear year after year reminds us, one has already come. Likewise, we don't need to worry about finding that perfect gift. It's already been given. Now that's pretty good news. I mean, nothing we give would be any better than what we have already received. I know that doesn't always seem possible, because the gift that we are given in the birth of Jesus Christ is not like a Nintendo DS or a new car, even $1 million. These are all things we can see, touch. The gift we celebrate this time of the year is not so tangible. The gift Jesus came to give us is freedom. Freedom from the bondage of sin that seeks to destroy us. And freedom to accept that the restoration of our relationship with God and one another is real. What makes the gift Jesus gives so different? In the gifts we give, we seek to share our blessings. In the gift we have been given, we find we are already blessed. Hearing this in the story, we are told each year reminds us, and I believe it helps us to have hope in the coming year. If not, why are we here? Why do we take time out, sometimes away from family, to sit in a darkened building singing songs and listening to someone tell you how important this night is? If this night did not have meaning, if the hope it offers was not real. Thankfully, this night's meaning is clear, and the hope is real. And the blessings revealed bring us back year after year to hear the story of love. Love so deep that there is nothing God won't do to help restore the bonds between us and to save us from that which seeks to destroy us. As we open our presents this holiday season, let us never forget the gift that is already given. One that was not wrapped in pretty paper, but swaddling clothes. Not found under a tree, but in a manger. Not given to bring joy in the moment, but in life eternal. While there may be nothing new in the message that I share this evening, I pray that what you hear in my words, in the music and readings, the songs we sing, that God is in our midst. And that the fellowship we enjoy in the presence of God helps each of us to feel this holiday season that our relationship with God truly is restored. And that our connections with one another are made stronger through grace. A grace that was poured out upon us some 2,000 years ago. Not because we earned it, definitely not because we deserved it, but simply because we are loved. Amen.